Alright, Part 192, Subpart P. Alright, gas distribution pipe integrity management. What the definition apply with the following? The definition apply with Subpart. Excavate the damage, maybe the impact will result of the need of the repair play for the underground facility, the weakening of the pressure will complete the damage structure of the facility, included but not limited to protect the code and lateral support of the cathodic protection, how the line device of the facility. Have a leak means a leak with the representative of the existing property will have the reduction property of the immediate repair with continuous action until the condition no longer hazardous. Integrity management plan or IM plan. Give the written explanation of the mechanism proceed with the operator with the to implement the integrity management program to ensure the compliance with the subpart integrity management program. I am programming with the overall approach of the operator to ensure the integrity of the management of the gas distribution system. Mechanical feeding. Maybe the mechanical device of the connection section of the mechanical feeding apply with only to the tab type thing with not follower type things, bolted type fittings, other compression type thing with a small liquid petroleum gas means operate with the liquid petroleum gas distribution pipeline sewer viewer. Then 100 customers with a single source. 192-1003. What did the regulation of the subpart cover? Generally, in respect to the paragraph of the section of the subpart that was the minimum requirement of the IM program, any of the gas distribution pipeline covered under this part, including the liquefied petroleum gas system, the gas distribution operative other than the master meter operator, small liquid petroleum gas operative must follow the 192-1005 through 192-1013 subpart of the master meter, the operator. Small liquid petroleum gas operative of the gas distribution pipeline must follow the requirements of 192-1015 for the subpart. Exemptions that the subpart do not apply with the individual service line, but they directly connect with the transmission gathering production line pipeline. 192-1005. What are the gas distribution operative other than the master meter with the small liquid petroleum gas operative to implement this subpart? No later than August 2nd, 2011, the gas distribution operative must develop and implement integrity management program that could with the written integrated management program specified in 192-107. 192-107. What are the required elements of the integrity management? A written integrity management must contain the procedure that develop and implement the following with knowledge of the operator must demonstrate the understanding if the gas distribution service develop the reasonable available information of the character of the pipeline design of the operation environmental factor for the necessary to set the applicable threats and risk of the gas distribution pipeline. Consider the information gained for the path design operation of the maintenance to identify with the additional information needed to provide the plan gained for the information over the time of the normal activity. Over the pipeline, example, the design, construction, operation, and maintenance activities. Develop and implement the process of the IM integrated management program with review periodically with the refine and improve as needed. Provide the capture retention data for the new pipeline with the install of the data must include the minimum location where the newest pipeline installed the material which is constructed. Alright, identify the threats and opportunities. Consider the following category with the each for the gas distribution, corrosion, natural forces, excavation, damage, other outside forces. Damage for the material of the well, for the equipment, failure to incorrectly operations. Other concern with the could threaten the integrity of the pipeline operator must consider the reasonable availability information to identify the existing potential threats or for the data must include but not limited incident leakage, roof erosion control, with the continuing surface of the record of the patrol record of the material maintenance theory excavation damage experience. The rank of the risk of the operation must evaluate with the risk associated with the distribution pipeline with this evaluation of the operator must determine the relative importance of each of the threat with the estimate the rank of the risk of the proposed to its pipeline with the evaluation must consider each of the applicable current with the potential of the threat with the likelihood of the failure associated with each of the threat and the potential consequence of each of the failure with the operator may subdivide with the pipeline of the region with some of the character with the continuous area within the distribution pipeline with consisting of the main surface with other improvements area with the common material with the environmental factors for the similar action likely would affect the reducing risk and identify with the implementing the measures of the address risk. Determining the implementation measure, the design of the reduce the risk of the gas distribution pipeline. The measure must include the effective leak of the management program unless the leaks are repaired when found. Measure the performance of the monitoring with the result to evaluate the effectiveness to develop the monitoring performance of the measure with the established baseline with evaluate the effectiveness in the integrated management program. Operator must consider the result of its performance monitoring with the periodically evaluating threats for the risk of the performance. The measure must include the following. The number of the hazard of leaks either eliminated, repaired, or required with the 192-703. See with the subchapter 2 or total the number of leaks. All leaks are repaired were found and categorized by the cause. Number of excavation damages. Number of any of the excavation tickets received the information on the ground facility after with notification. Some of the total number of leaks either eliminated with the repair of the categorized and call the number hazard of leaks either eliminated, repaired, or required by 192-703. The total number of all leaks are repaired and were found. Categories of the material in addition with the measure for the operator with the determine the need to evaluate the effectiveness of the operator with the integrated management program control with each for the identified threat. Periodic evaluation improvement of the operator must reevaluate the risk of the entire pipeline, consider the relevance for the threat of the one location of the other. Operator must determine the appropriate period of the conducting complete with the program. The evaluation based on the compliance with the system change with the activity affecting risk of the failure. The operator must conduct with the complete the program the reevaluation of the least after 5 years. The operator must consider the result of the performance monitoring of the evaluation. Report result of the reporting on an annual basis of the four measures listed in paragraph E11, E4 through E14. Over this section are a part of the annual report required in 191.11. The operator must report the four measures of the state of the pipeline safety authority with the state exercise jurisdiction over the operator's pipeline. 192, 1001, 1009. What is the operator report with the mechanical fitting that failed with the except of the provided in paragraph B of the section operator the distribution pipelines of them must be submitted the report each of the mechanical failure, excluding any of the failure result of the non-inheritance leak with the Department of Transportation Form PHMSA F70-1001. Report must be submitted in accordance with 192.112 the mechanical fitting failure reporting requirements of paragraph A. With this section does not apply with the following. The master meter operated with liquid, small liquid petroleum gas operator defined in 192.1001 liquid natural gas facility. 192.1001 more records may be operational. Keep the operational must maintain the record of the damage for the compliant with the requirements of the subpart at least for the 10 years. The records may include the copies of the subpart, the service of the integrity management plan developing over the using subpart. And 192.1013 we made the operator divide the required periodic inspection of the subpart. The operator may propose the frequency of the periodic inspection testing required in this part on the basis of the engineering analysis the risk assessment required for the subpart. Operator must submit the proposal to the PHMSA associated manager of the pipeline safety in the case of the inter-stated pipeline facility regulated with the state and appropriate state agency for the applicable officer of the agency may accept the proposal of its own authority with or without condition with limitations as shown in the operational proposal which will include the adjusting interval will provide equal and greater overall level of safety. The operator may implement the approval of the reduction frequency of the periodic inspection testing only where the appropriate will have developed and implementing integrity management program that is provided with the equal will improve the overall level of safety despite the reduce of the frequency of the periodic inspection. 192.1015 we must a master meter with a small liquid petroleum gas operator to do the implement the subpart. Generally no later than August 2nd, 2011, the operator master meter the persistent on the small liquid petroleum gas operator must develop and implement the integrated management program. This includes the integrated management plan as specified in paragraph B of the section of the integrated management program of the pipeline should reflect the relatively simplicity of the types of the pipe. The elements written within the integrated management plan and as discovered the minimum of the following elements knowledge. The operator must demonstrate the knowledge of the evidence pipeline with the extent known with the include the approximate location material of the pipeline. The operator must identify the additional information needed and provided with the plan, gaining knowledge over the time with the nominal activity conducted in the pipeline, for example, design, construction, operation, maintenance activities. Identify threats for the operator must consider the minimum of the following category of the threats existing with the potential for the growth and natural forces of excavating damage, other outside force damage, material, welded failure, equipment failure, with incorporate incorrect operation range of the rank risk. The operator must evaluate the risk of the pipeline and estimate the relative importance of the nature of the identified threat. Identified implement measure for the mitigate. The operator must determine the implement the measure for the design to reduce the risk of the failure of the pipeline. Measuring performance monitoring with the result of the evaluate the effectiveness of the operator must monitor the assault performance measuring the number of the leaks to eliminate the repair of the pipeline and their procedure, their causes. Periodic elevation with the improvement of the operator must determine the appropriate period of the conduct of the integrated management program evaluation based on the complexity of the pipeline chamber and the affecting the risk of failure. Operator must reevaluate the entire program is less every 5 years. The operator consider the result of the performance monitoring of these evaluations. Records of the operator must maintain with a period of at least 10 years of the following. Records of written integrated management plan in accordance with this section include the specified integrated management plans. Documents supporting threading and delegation documentation shall locate the material with all piping and prudence if they also install the effective date of the operator integrated management program to extent of the known of the location of the material with all the piping and prudence if they were existing on the effective date of the operator's program. Appendix A, Part 192 B, Reserve 192B with the qualification over the pipe, and then the rest of the pipe the annexes. This completes Part 192 Transportation, Natural, Other Gas Pipeline Minimum Federal Safety Standards, all parts.